Okay, so where do we start? Where do we start?
I guess we start at the beginning.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Before we get into this video, we just want to say this is a video that's completely different from anything that we've done on this channel.
Definitely.
We started our YouTube channel back in 2017, and our channel's been centered around traveling. Matter of fact, like, we're getting ready to go on a trip next week.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind if you're new to the channel or this is your first video you've ever seen of us. Like, this isn't something we normally do, but we wanted to put out a video that was very near and dear to our hearts, and we were not asking like for pity or anybody to, you know, feel bad for us or anything, but we hope that this video could be inspirational to maybe someone else out there that's going through this kind of secret battle that a lot of people apparently are struggling with.
Definitely.
So babe, I guess
yeah. So I guess let's get started. So I met this beautiful woman right here in 2015. I proposed in 2016 and we were married in 2017. And since then we've just been traveling the world, enjoying each other, you know, each other's company, and just, you know, really making new memories together and sharing those memories with you guys.
Yep, like you said, like traveling, like that was our thing. Our very first video on YouTube, if you go way back to 2017, was us, you know, traveling and showing you guys budget-friendly tips and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2017, 2018, 2019, we were always on the flight.
Yeah,
like
on the go. Yeah.
We went to Africa. Where else we went?
Yeah, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic.
Bali,
Asia,
you know,
everywhere. Yeah,
Caribbean,
yeah.
Like everywhere. We have those videos out there. We show you how to do it on a budget. And you know, whenever you're newlyweds, people are like, okay, so when's the baby coming? You know, and we're like, you know, those 3 years, we're like, nah, like we just focusing on, you know, spending time together.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was January 2020. That's when we decided, hey, let's go ahead and expand our family.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's not like the movies. I remember in high school and junior high, they had sex ed, and they're like, don't have sex because you'll get pregnant. And Richard and I, we were just like, okay, yeah. Like, I remember I took a picture. We went to the Dollar Tree, and Richard is like standing in front. I think I have that picture. I'll put it in here. He's standing in front of like the pregnancy test, and he's like smiling. And we were just so happy. Like, we were delighted. We are like, okay, we're about to do this. Baby's about to be, you know, in the stomach this next one. And well, let's go ahead and just go to the clip. What's up, world? I'm about to take this test, and yeah, let's go. It is almost 5 o'clock in the morning. Going into the restroom now. Got my pee cup. Let's do this.
Is it on?
Yes.
Okay, guys, so this time the test is showing negative. But I keep telling Ronya we're too close. We're not even far enough out. She's like super anxious about showing positive and everything. So
it says 6 days before your menstruation.
I'm not worried at all. So this one is showing negative.
He's saying that we're too early, but it says 6 days before your menstrual cycle, and it says that I was supposed to start either Saturday or Sunday or Monday, which is today,
Everybody's
or tomorrow.
Not the same though.
So if it says 6 days before your miss, then there you go.
I recommend just seeing if you miss your cycle and then testing. But you know, miss preparedness here. What's the jump the gun?
If I'm in the window, why wouldn't you test?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Makes sense.
We'll see who's right.
All right. Well, there you go. Bye.
So as you guys can see, that didn't turn out the way that we wanted it to. We knew nothing about ovulation and having to make sure that you're in that right window in order to make sure things that not things, but you know, you had the best chance of, you know, getting pregnant at a time. The next thing that we did in order to gain more information and knowledge about pregnancy is we went to a baby fair together in Tallahassee. So here's a clip of that.
Babe partaking in the free refreshments. We got like a little baby fruit thing, some chicken salad sandwiches. This is sunflower in jelly, some quiches, brownies. Babe is getting the cookies. You get you a plate?
Man, I gotta give me a few cookies, man. Anything pretty good. So I'm gonna get something to go, you know?
Oh, to go. You gonna get your brownie?
Nah. I'm going to brownies.
No brownies? Okay.
This is a very fun class. I learned all about breastfeeding and how you do it, and that the milk changes based upon what the mom eats. And it's just been a very great experience. I'm ready for that time to use the swaddler that we got for free, and just
the blanket too. We want
and the blanket, you know. So it's gonna be a great time.
We are leaving the baby place. We got our bags with all of our goodies. Babe, show me your bag. Right there. Okay, so we are out. Yeah, so we learned a lot about like ovulation, like window and tracking. I downloaded like all these apps and learned about taking prenatal vitamins. So like we felt so prepared. Like after we went to that baby fair, we're like, okay, yeah, now we know what we're doing. This month is our month.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Nothing, you know. So it was a little discouraging, you know, just the fact that we were like, hey, we're doing everything right, you know, everything else that we had tried to do or wanted to do in our relationship, we did it. Like we wanted to go somewhere, we wanted to do something, we did it, but this just didn't work out, you know, as we planned. And you know, with anything, it gets very discouraging. You know, I blamed myself. You know, I'm pretty sure that she blamed herself, and we still remained very close and supported each other throughout. But it was definitely a difficult time, a difficult situation for the both of us, for sure.
Yeah. And then, like, to make matters worse, that was, you know, February 2020, and we had a Chihuahua. His name is Reese.
Reese, yeah, that's my buddy right
there. Gosh. Reese was my high school graduation present.
Yeah.
And I got him when I was 18. That's all I asked my mom for graduation. And this little boy was more than a pet.
Yes.
He was more than a dog. He was family. And in February 2020, like his health like started to decline. He was 15 years old. Nothing like where we could have prevented it. I mean, he was 15. It was like natural.
Yeah.
And March, you know, we had the medicine to make him comfortable. And April 2020 is when he transitioned.
Yep, transition April 2020. And that was difficult for the both of us. If you know me personally, you would know I'm not really like a dog person at all. When I first met Reese's, I knew that Reese's was a package deal with my beautiful wife. And I was kind of standoffish to Reese's at first, but then I realized, I'm like, man, this dog is really sweet. So that Reese became my, you know, like my little son, my little best friend. You know, we did everything together. Every time we would go out to eat or, you know, go to the mall or whatever the case may be, I always had to stop by the pet store to, you know, get him a snack or two. You know, that was my buddy. You know, but that was difficult. So that was on top of, you know, the whole pregnancy journey and everything. So it was tough. But, you know, we're just, you know, trying to make it through that. And that was 2020. So we're going to keep the timeline moving forward.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm like really emotional. There's like two people that I've lost in my life. And I mean, that's grief. Like my grandmother, when I think about her, like I get emotional, and when I think about Reese's, like I get emotional. Like it doesn't go away. I don't care how many years they've been gone. Like it just doesn't go away. If you've had a connection with somebody that's, you know, transition, it just doesn't go away. And if you've had a pet that's been a family member, you'll understand. Some people, they won't understand, and that's okay. But yeah, Reese's was our baby. So
Sure.
Losing him definitely shifted our want and our need for trying to have a family, because our house was now empty. And every month we were trying and there was no baby. Okay, it is Friday, July 10th, and I'm going to take a pregnancy test. Today my app says that I'm supposed to start, or it says I'm supposed to start today or tomorrow. I have two separate apps, so one app says today, the other says tomorrow. So I figured it'd be a good enough time to take it. I'm gonna take the Walmart Equate First Signal One Step. Here we go. Lord, whatever's in your will. It's been 3 minutes. Just shows one line. Okay. We said whatever is in Lord's will, so that's what we're gonna keep on doing. Oh, I guess I should turn this alarm off. After a couple of months, we were like, okay, let's talk to the doctors. Let's kind of figure out what the heck is going on. And so that's what we did, and here's the clips of everything moving forward. Is this recording? I hope it is. Today is Friday, August 7th. I'm laughing because I really didn't know what day it was. I had to think about it. But yeah, so guess who came today? I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Probably can't see it. Anyway, it's sanitation, female, you know, pads, whatever. So Flo came today. Not what we want to see or hear, but it's a part of our life and our journey, so documenting this. Today we have a meeting with the doctor. Due to COVID, we are doing a virtual meeting, and this meeting is because our primary actually left, and so we are getting a new primary. So today's kind of like our consultation, but we wanted to talk to her and ask her, okay, what are our options? What's the next step? Do we get like blood work done? Do we get his sperm tested? Do we get my ovaries tested? Like, we don't, I mean, this is new, so we have no idea, but we're gonna talk to her about it and see what she says. I'll try to record some of it if she lets me. If not, I will give you a summary of it. Also, kind of thinking about not being vegetarian anymore. This is not something that I did because of health reasons. I became a vegetarian because of ethical reasons. Like, I didn't want to harm animals, and I feel like, you know, they should have their, you know, protection as well. But now I'm like, let me ask her about it and see if that's maybe a hindrance to me and my body type. This has absolutely nothing to do with telling people to stop being vegetarian, and nothing to do with telling people to become vegetarian. This is just me on my journey trying to figure out what's going to work with my body type, my body, everything. And, you know, it's going to be something that helps promote more protein and whatever else is needed in my body to help us procreate and create a family, then I am willing to make that sacrifice. So I just finished my visit with the doctor. I was too busy chatting that I completely even forgot to ask her if I could record. But that's probably best, since it was a lot of information to take down, and I have my notes here. So basically, she asked me about how long I was a vegetarian, and she said that she did have some concerns to see if I was maybe vitamin deficient, and that could be an issue with fertility. So I'm going to have a pelvic ultrasound, and I'm going to get a full panel of blood work done, and that will be scheduled next week. So I will bring you guys along for that journey if possible, if cameras are allowed. And if not, I will give you a summarization like I just did. Okay, bye. I am on my way to the, I don't even know what you call this, the hospital, what is it? Anyway, I'm getting my blood work done today. Couldn't record in there, but I did get my blood taken.
Ronya was getting her testing done, and since she was getting tested, I, as the husband, wanted to make sure I got tested as well, right? You know, it's not just, you know, infertility issues, things of that nature. It's not just on the ladies, like, you know, it can be a guy thing too. So I wanted to make sure that I was good to go. So we ordered my test as well, and you know, here are the results from that.
What's up, everybody? Today is Tuesday, August 11th. Today Richard is going to be getting his swimmers tested, so he is going to come home. I'm currently teleworking, so he's coming home from work so he can, you know, put the swimmers in the cup and then go take them to get tested. I just heard him get home, so let's go see what he's doing.
Hey baby.
Hey baby.
Alright, I'll be in. What are you doing?
I'm vlogging.
Why?
Because this is part of our journey.
Okay. I gotta be in and out.
Okay. I got it laid right there for you.
We continue.
Okay. Do you need me to come in there with you? Or?
Nope, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Hold it up so we can see it. Okay, and what you gotta do with
Man,
it?
come on, man. This is too much, baby. I'll see you later.
Yeah?
Taking this to drop it off.
You're done?
Why are you running to the wall? I'm done, yes.
Okay.
Take it to drop it off.
Thank you. Do you have any words?
No, I don't. Taking it to drop it off.
Well, I just wanted to tell you thank you so much for volunteering to do this and, you know, making it,
I'm sorry.
normalizing it for men to get tested as well.
Hey, you know, I make sure I'm good to go. So, got this. I can drop it off. So, we'll see what the results are.
Okay.
All
I
right.
love you.
Love you too. See you soon, baby.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hello world. I am outside taking a breather because since we're vlogging this journey, I might as well vlog the bad stuff too. I was supposed to have my pelvic ultrasound done tomorrow, and basically my doctor's office messed up and didn't even get it scheduled, so now it's not scheduled until next week, which are like, oh, okay, that's cool because it's just, you know, the following week. However, next week is, oh my gosh, trying not to cry. Next week is our window for fertility, so that's basically kind of telling me like, oh, you might as well count next month out or this month out too, because to do the pelvic ultrasound they have to push something up inside you, and I don't even know if that would like affect the swimmers and the egg and stuff. So I'm frustrated. I'm trying not to be upset, even though this is upsetting me, but I know everything happens for a reason. So hopefully at the end of this whole trying to conceive video that there are babies and a happy ending, and I just want to be positive. Good news, they had an appointment available today, which is the very next day, so I don't have to wait until next week. So I'm on my way to do the ultrasound now. I don't know if they'll allow cameras in there, but if they don't, then I will give you a summary. Man, God is so good, y'all, because I was actually like, low-key like depressed about that. So I'm gonna hurry up and go. And they said for anyone that might have to do an ultrasound, they told me to wear a mask, don't bring anybody with me, and make sure I have a full bladder. So I'm bringing this bad boy with me. I'm gonna be drinking this on the way there. All right. All right, I am done. I'm leaving the place. It literally took like 10 minutes to do it. It kind of felt like a relaxing pap smear. They put something up in you, and it has cameras on it, and they like twist it around and they take a bunch of pictures, and then they put like this gel on your tummy, and they can see inside, and they take pictures that way. So it's like pictures vaginally and pictures on the outside of your tummy, and then they have you use the restroom and you're free to go. So look who came to see me after my appointment.
Sure did. There you go. You probably filmed that.
I did. I showed him my little keepsake that I got to have from going there.
Yeah, gonna check on her, make sure she ain't hurt or nothing, you know.
Ain't hurt. But yes, make sure that when you guys do this process, you have a strong support system, and that you guys remember that you're in it together.
Together.
Tell the people what you asked me.
What did I ask you? I forgot what I asked
When
you.
you got in the car, what'd you say?
I don't remember.
Oh my gosh. You was asking about the thing they put in me.
I asked if it hurt. That's all.
Yeah, you wanted to make sure it didn't hurt.
Yeah, that's all. Make sure she's good. She showed me her little bootleg doctor's thing. So you went to the club. That's what it was. You was at the club.
No! Oh my gosh. Bye.
All right, so I'm about to go in here, get my test results, make sure my swimmer's okay. Send a prayer up for me. We'll be back soon.
So, Richard did not do the second video because he got some not so good news. Let's see. So I have our paperwork here, and I got my blood work results back. Everything is pretty much normal on my end. One of my levels, it was 0.1 lower than they would want it to be, but the doctor put a note on there saying that she's not going to worry about that because it was just 0.1 instead of 1.0. So but I'm still gonna, you know, do my best to get that up. And then on Richard's end, he did have a low count for his swimmers. So we have made a appointment. They recommended us to a specialist at the Fertility Institute Rehabilitation something. The acronym is SPERM. I'm trying to, yeah, the firm. So our appointment is on Monday, which is like almost a week from now, and this is our ovulation week. So we're just going to be patient and prayerful, definitely prayerful, and keep our spirits up. And hopefully when you guys are watching this, we are already pregnant, and we can look back at this and be like, man, remember that moment when we were just like, man, like, what's going on? Why is this happening to us? And you guys get to witness it, and it'll give you guys hope and hopefully inspiration for anybody or any couple out there that's going through similar things. So just wanted to let me just go ahead and end this right now.
All right, so we're headed back, not back, but headed to the specialist, and let's see what they have to tell us.
test your tubes to see if your tubes are open, and that's called a histosalpingogram, okay? But clearly we have a reason why things haven't happened. Your counts, motility were very low. Richard, and the first thing we want to do is repeat this to see if this is even real.
Okay.
Anybody can have an isolated poor semen collection. But if we repeat this and it's showing the same thing, then it's probably real.
Okay.
What'd you just say, babe?
That's the quickest $100 I ever gave away.
$100 down the drain.
For a test.
Just for them to say we have to do another sperm analysis. Let me get in the car, hold on. So we are back in the car now, safe and sound.
Back in the car now.
We're back in the car. So we had our consultation. The doctor literally saw us for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And he made $100 off of that because specialists do not accept our insurance.
Right.
So that is something you guys might want to keep in mind if you are on a similar journey to us. And what we're going to do is a second sperm analysis, but we're going to do that
Number 2.
on site. So that means instead of Richard doing it at home and
It's
taking
on
it,
site. It's on site. They know what on site means.
some people may not, baby.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, we're gonna do it here just to make sure that it doesn't get too warm or too cold, whatever like that. And plus, I ain't trying to be transporting that again like I had to do the first time.
Yeah.
So we'll see how everything works out. But be interesting to see. So.
Yeah. And then he said if it is still low, then that's when Richard will do a blood test. I asked him about my tubes because I have not had a tube test done, and he said to wait until we see the results of the sperm analysis. But I can go to our primary and have that done, so that won't cost us any money.
Yeah, don't do it here. That probably is $1,500.
Oh my gosh. Sorry for the weird angle. I came into the car because I feel like I'm about to have like a slight breakdown. Richard and I were discussing after we stopped recording about what our options are, and the clip that I was able to sneak from the doctor's office, he was talking about if we raise the sperm count that it would be great, and that we could do like artificial insemination and or in vitro. And Richard's like, I don't want to do anything that's not natural. You know, if God wants us to be parents, then he'll let it happen naturally. And I get that. I'm just I don't know what I don't know. This is new to me. And then the doctor was talking about getting my fallopian tubes tested. So I don't know, but I don't know. I'm gonna just call and see about getting like fallopian tubes tested. Hi, yes. I was calling because I wanted to see about possibly getting my fallopian tubes tested. I have to brag on my husband a little bit. I just have the sweetest, like most gentlest husband in the world. He sent me a text message and said he had came to my desk and noticed I wasn't here. He's like, are you okay? And I was like, sad face, no. And then we just went for a walk in the parking garage, and he just told me everything's gonna be okay, don't worry about it. And he told me stop looking at everything. He was like, because we're not even gonna have to go that route. He's like, it's gonna happen. And it just my heart, it feels good to know that you're in this journey with somebody. You're in it together, you know. We're truly a union, and it just makes me happy. Okay, somebody's coming. I just dipped it, and as you can see, the urine is going to start making this start forming. I don't really know the terminology for it. There you go. You see the two lines popping up? There's one on the left and one on the right. Okay, focus. There we go. So you see the one on the left is dark. That means I am at ovulation, peak ovulation, because it's darker than the one on the right. The one on the right is going to appear after you urinate on this, no matter what. And that's going to be your indicator line that you want it to be as dark as that line on the right or darker, which mine is darker. So what I like to do is I like to sit it right there. I always sanitize this area afterwards, but I'm going to open up an app that I use. Hold on, I gotta do my Face ID. Test it. I don't know why this is not focusing today. Oh my gosh. Anyway, and you can see there's a chart of all the ones I've done. I also get a book and I tape them inside. As you can see, this one shows my ovulation, that I was ovulating this day, which is today. And then the other ones, you see how light that one is, how light that one is compared to this one. That lets you know I was not ovulating up until then. So I will scan this if it'll let me, add a test result, take photo manually, and you just line it up. Okay, and it shows that I am at 80%. So I took it at 5:07 a.m. this morning. I was at 80%. I took it at 5:06 p.m. this afternoon or this evening. I'm at 80%, so I'm still ovulating. You can ovulate, everyone varies. Some people only ovulate for like 12 hours. Some are showing 24 hours, and it just varies. So anyway, I'm still at 80%, and we will probably do something today. What up, world? It is September 15th, 2020. I am on my way to get that long behind word that I can't even say. But basically, they're going to test my fallopian tubes to make sure there's no blockage. So prayers up, fingers crossed, well wishes, good vibes. And yeah, let's go do this. It's a rainy day. Hopefully that brings me some good luck. And I'll let you guys know how it goes after. You a joke the nurse told me when I was asking her about the procedure, how's it gonna feel. She was like, honey, you're trying to have a baby. She's like, that's real pain. She was like, this is a walk in the park. And it literally was. Like, I've had pap smears that have been more uncomfortable than that. You take your clothes off from the bottom half. They put something like a little skinny syringe looking thing that squirts dye into your tubes, and then it'll go out and I guess tell the doctor like, okay, the tubes aren't blocked or they are blocked. She did tell me that I have a very small cervix, which that's the opening. So that could be also something to take into consideration, like, oh, my opening is really small for the swimmers to get through. But she said one of my tubes, she could tell that it was perfectly clear. The other one, she has to go upstairs and look at it. So she was like, but that's good news because you only need one tube. So I was like, okay. So we know at least one of those bad boys are clear and good to go. So $200 later, that's where we're at. Yep, that's not covered by insurance either. So yeah, as far as how I feel fine. I do have a little bit of cramping, but it's not even like menstrual cramping. It's just kind of like, it's like going away as I'm talking. So there's that. If any woman out there is getting ready to go through it, it's a walk in the park, seriously. Like, you can do it. You might have some cramping for like 15 minutes maybe, but you do have to put a pad on because you'll have some of that dye coming out. And they said no adulting for 24 to 48 hours, just to make sure the dye is all out, because you don't want to be having adult time and you ram that dye back up in there, because you don't want that. That'll cause infection. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I have my mute on, sorry.
Oh, no problem. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm good. So you survived having your hysteroscopy?
Yes, I did. Well, it was actually just like the one part that I didn't understand. Let me go to it. So the spillage part, that in the...
That was the part that, yeah, I looked at that, and on... So the tubes look normal. So sometimes it spills so fast, they like to see one come from one side and one come the other, but if they're close together, you might not be able to delineate that. So when it says no definite spillage of the contrast is seen from the right side, then we look to see if there's like defect in the tube, meaning sometimes the tubes are swollen or they look nodular, and it didn't look like that. So she felt like when they were reading this that the spillage did probably come from both sides, but they couldn't definitely say it came from the right because the left spilled first.
Okay. Okay, so you just heard the entire teleconference with my OBGYN. Looks like my tubes are good to go. And we're just gonna take a break and let God do his thing. All right.
By October 2020, we did have some positive news, and here's that clip.
I'm trying to contain myself, but let me show you something. Let me go to it. Today is October 8th, 2020. Let me show you guys what I'm gonna talk about. Okay, so this app says I am late by 5 days. Okay. Oh. Okay. This app says that I am late by 3 days. Okay. Huh? Okay. I'm trying. I'm oh gosh. Focus. I'm right here. Focus. Okay. I'm trying to contain myself. Me and Babe said that we would not take any tests until like after a week. But this is progress. I think the longest I've been late was 2 days. So now that it's 3 days on one app and 5 days on another app. Okay. That's all.
Okay, so after all of the ups and downs of 2020, we decided it was time to extend our family in a different way. We adopted a puppy in June of 2021, is that correct? Yeah. June 2021, and it's our little buddy Royal.
Hello world. Have not been filming for a while. Today, I don't know if you can see this, it's probably not gonna focus. It's June 17th of 2021. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's probably not gonna focus, but that's okay. Anyway, June 17th, 2021. And I am on Aunt Flo as we speak, so no baby yet, but we are getting a baby. We are adopting. You can see his little play area that we got set up right there, and gosh, I'm really trying not to cry during this process, but it's really hard because, you know, when you just want something so bad, you can like taste it, and it's like every month faithfully Flo comes, and you know, it hasn't been the best for my mental health. Anxiety is real, depression's real. I try not to talk about it because I think it's been so glamorized here lately that people that really are going through it are kind of being overshadowed by people that just want to jump on the bandwagon. But yeah, us getting the baby is going to be great for us because it'll take so much stress and pressure off of us, and it'll give us somebody to nurture and look after and take care of and love, and it's not going to replace Reese's at all, but it'll it's September 8th, 2021, and tomorrow's my birthday, and I've been taking a break from vlogging just because things just haven't been you know, when you plan stuff to happen and it doesn't happen, and so you're like, okay, well that didn't happen, but then it happens several other times and you're like, okay, God, like, oh, what is it that you start being like, well, what is it that I did to deserve this? And I'm having to come to the realization that instead of me asking, what did I do to deserve this, I have to ask, what can I learn from this? And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. So you know that we got the puppy, we made I think 2 videos with them on YouTube, created a page for them, and we were so happy. And last week the unthinkable happened. His health took a turn for the worse, and
unfortunately, Royal's health took a turn for the worse. He had a lot of genetic health issues that we didn't know about, and we were forced to put him down to reduce any additional suffering that he was already experiencing.
That right there, that took another toll on us, because neither one of us have ever had to, if you've ever had to go through that, like, it's not something you wish on anybody. Right. And we just really wanted to make sure that Royal wasn't suffering anymore. He was so little and just full of light, and he was a free spirit, and he didn't want to live like that. So that was a tough time.
Very tough time.
And in September 2021, we decided, you know what, we've had kind of, enough time here in Tallahassee. Richard was killing the market in real estate in Tallahassee. He had outgrown it. And we were always going to Orlando because I kind of started blowing up on TikTok, and different businesses were reaching out to us. So July 2021, we sold our home and we moved to Orlando. So that was like a big thing for us. Not July, September. September 2021. Yeah. And we moved to Orlando, and we were planning on getting a house. But that's when the market started getting really crazy, and we ended up having to be in a hotel for like 2 months. until
yeah.
our apartment was ready. And that's the apartment we're in now. So if you're like looking at the clips and you're like, wait, that's a different location than where they are now. That's why we sold our house. We were having the intentions of purchasing a new house in Orlando, but didn't work out. Had to get into an apartment where we were renting.
Yeah.
So fast forward to 2022. Hello world.
Hey, I ain't even washed my face yet, y'all.
Oh, you look handsome as always.
Thank you.
So babe, let them know we have not been recording anything recently because we haven't.
Yeah, that's right. We just been trying to, you know, I guess transition in life and just get things together and just focus on us, you know. But it's time we bring you guys back into the mix and kind of catch you up with what's going on, right? So today what we're doing, as you know, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that we've been trying to have a child, right? We have been, you know, transparent with you guys, letting you know what we've been trying to do. So we've been checking all the boxes, making sure that we're healthy as possible. With that being said, today I will be taking a sperm test brought to you by, is it Go Legacy?
Legacy, I'll put, you know, everything in it. But basically, today we are going to be taking a sample and we will be mailing it. They allow free 1 day or same day shipping, and it will allow us to get him tested, and then Friday I will be going and getting tested.
All right, so in July of 2022, I took a new test. My results were much, much better. We focused most of the year on just traveling, visiting family across the United States, just, you know, kind of showing them our appreciation for them and just spending time with them, because family is very, very important. So that's basically what we, you know, spent our 2022 doing.
Yeah. Also, 2022, I started having, you know, just issues at work. I've been there like 9-10 years, and you know, sometimes God pushes you in the direction he wants you to go.
Right.
And I was like being stubborn. I was like, no, I need to keep this job. And like mentally, like it was not good for me. It was very, very high stress. And I talked it over with my husband, and we made the decision together for me to just go ahead and take a leave and just focus on my mental health. So I was going to therapy, you know, every week, and just really trying to deal with everything that we've been dealing with since 2020, and instead of suppressing it.
Right.
Because, you know, this is my rock, this is my best friend, but there's only so much he can do for me when it comes to that stuff. Like, it really takes a toll on you mentally. And you start, you know, just thinking really bad things about yourself. That's not healthy. And, you know, I talked to God, I talked to my husband, and I talked to my therapist, and with the help of those three, like, I really got through it. So thank you, babe, for just being there for me during that time, because it was really, really dark for me.
That's what it's all about.
So that was 2022. Just really focusing on mental health, me getting right. Started a new job, really liked that job in 2023. And we went to go see Janet Jackson.
Yeah, we did that.
And we went to go see Usher, like all in the same week. And this was April 2023. We made a vlog about it, so you guys can see it. But we had some more good news then, because we were actually late in April 2023. And we were like, oh my gosh, this is our time. And it was like the day before we left Vegas. That's when my cycle started. But I don't know, it kind of still just gave us hope. Like, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A little bit closer, you know.
A little bit closer. So, 2023, we just, you know, focused on having fun. We were always at Universal Studios. We had got annual passes. So we just focused on like loving each other, taking away like the stress of it all, because it's very stressful, and family can make it stressful. People always asking, well, where are the kids coming? You're not getting any younger. And, you know, Richard and I both just turned 37.
Yeah.
And I know society will kind of like frown upon you when you're quote unquote older, and like people can be very insensitive and ask questions not knowing, like you don't know if someone's had like a miscarriage. You don't know if someone is actively trying every month, and just to kind of go up to people and like, well, where are the babies? Where are the kids coming? And, you know, this isn't just strangers, like your family, like your closest family members are, you know, our parents were doing it. Our grandparents were doing it. Our friends were doing it. So it took a toll on us, and we really had to like stand firm and be like, look, that's not helping us.
Yeah.
And it's a very sensitive subject. And once we kind of let them know, like, hey, like, this is what's going on, and when you bring that up, it doesn't make us feel good. Then our family was very, very supportive of us, and it was a complete turnaround. But you know, you see people on YouTube, on the internet, and you think everything's all glitz and glam, and you're like, oh, they got it all together, they're so happy, which we are happy.
Yeah,
we're very happy.
Yeah.
But we wanted to kind of share this and let you guys know, like, hey, there's people out there that are going through the exact same thing as you.
Right.
You know, whether you're trying to have a child or not, you know, there's struggles in life that happen, but one thing that we've never lost was our faith.
That's right. That's right.
We've always thanked God for our past, our present, and our future, and we just know whatever God has in store for us, that's what we want.
Yeah.
So this year we also talked to Richard's aunt. She had adopted, and she gave us some information about adoption. So we have an age number in our head of, you know, by this age, you know, if God hasn't, you know, blessed us naturally, then we'll you know, adopt, because we still want to be parents, and we'll love that baby just like it's our own. And that's our story, that's our journey.
Yeah, that's it so far. You know, you guys stay tuned for any other updates. We'll be sure to keep you guys updated on this part of our journey as well. We just want to kind of introduce you guys to this side of our life, right? You know, not too much detail, but at the same time enough for you guys to know, because we want it to be motivation for you guys, you know, provide some form of relatability to you guys as well, and hopefully however things work out, right? You know, we want our story to be a testimony and a testament to how great God is, regardless of how we see things currently.
Yeah. Well, like we said, this was a completely different video than anything we've ever done. You know, feel free to leave your comments down below if you are going through this, or you know someone going through this. Any words of encouragement we appreciate, but we're not asking for any advice or anything like that. This is just us kind of opening the door into our personal space, but we still want you guys to still respect our personal space. So yeah, thank you for watching this very different video.
For sure, thank you.
Yeah, just thank you for supporting us for all the years, for everyone that's been here.
Thank you.
And,
yes, thank you.
Even if you're new, thank you for supporting us.
For sure.
So until next time.
Peace.
Peace.